What is going on, guys? Okay, so today we're going to be doing some Bitcoin analysis. I titled this video, Is the Bitcoin Bull Run Over? So let's check it out. But before we check it out, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a banger play that we made in our Discord. We created a software that gives you daily trades in seconds. It's actually insane. And a few people made some pretty good money. Okay, so we'll show you that one at the end. But for right now, let's get into it. Okay, so let's go to the Bitcoin chart here. Now, I have had this on my watch list for a while. Let's see. Let's go back into time. Now, let me just kind of zoom out a little bit more so you guys can see. Now, this is the current state that we're in, is right here. So we made an all-time high back in around 2024. Actually 2025, actually no, yeah, 2024, and then we made an all-time high in 2025. Okay, so this is where we're currently at. Let me draw some lines so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. Let's do an arrow down. So look at this right here. Okay, this is one all-time high, and then let's do another one, another all-time high. Now, what I've noticed on this chart is that it looks like we're in some sort of channel right here, and we just broke today. We're currently sitting at 86,200, somewhere like that. So let's take this line. I had this charted on my phone, but I guess I gotta put up the charts again. So let me do that really quick here. Okay, so that's there. And this one is there. I'll have to do that to the other one as well. So as you can see, we're kind of in this channel, and we've been bouncing around, and we finally have broken to the downside. Again, Bitcoin is sitting at 86,200, give or take. So we broke to the downside, and then the lowest point over the last few weeks has been 80,000. Okay, so this is the current state of where we're at. Now I'm showing you this because I'm going to show you what has happened in the past. Now, before I go any further as well, I also want to make sure that you guys understand that this isn't financial advice. These are just my opinions. This is what I'm looking at. These are what the charts are telling me. I've been doing this for a while now, so this is what I'm looking at. This is what a lot of other traders are looking at. So, you tell me what you're doing with your money. What I'm doing with my money is I'm not buying Bitcoin right now. Now, I am buying it for the long haul because I do believe that it will be $1 million one day. But again, that's what I'm doing, not financial advice. I'm buying for the long haul, but I do believe that we are going into a crypto winter. Usually there's a 4-year cycle, and this looks pretty identical to the last cycle. The cycle top was in 2021. And again, okay, so now let's go back in time. As you can see here, this is all the way back in 2021. I believe it was right here. Yes, it was right here. Okay, so look at the patterns here. You tell me what you think. You tell me what you see, but this is what I see. Okay, so there was your top. I believe this was back in 2020. This was your top. We topped out at 65,000, 64,000-ish, 65,000. Then we went down. Oh yeah, look, there you go. It shows the date right here on the bottom. I didn't even see that. July. Okay, so back in April, we topped out at about 65,000, came all the way back down, and then basically at the end of the year, November-ish, December, we topped out here at 68,000. So that was the top there, okay? And as you can see, we had a top, then we had a downward, we just started dumping, and then we just started bleeding. Now, let me put my charts up here, and then you can kind of see somewhat of the same pattern. Let me put this up there real quick. There's that one. There's that one. I'll put this one down, like right there. Okay. Right there. Okay, so if you see this and you look at the other picture that I just showed you, it looks like it's around the same, okay? We made a top, came back down, made a top, then we were in this upwards channel, which usually break to the downside, and then basically that was it. The top was right here. That was your top. Okay. And then we broke to the downside for a few years, basically back up until I think it was 2024, 2023, actually. Yeah. See, 2023 was basically the low of 39,000, and then we basically just ran from there. So look at the two pictures. Okay, we'll zoom out a little bit. Okay, look at these two pictures. You see that top channel downward. Okay, so again, this is just my opinion. This is what I believe. I am a buyer of Tesla. Bitcoin, I've said that in 2 videos now. I am a buyer of Bitcoin long term. Okay. So I personally don't care what the price is. I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep accumulating. And every time, in my opinion, anything under 100K is perfect for a longer term strategy. But if you are somebody that you like to day trade, you like to swing trade, you like to, okay, I'm going to hold this for a little bit, and whatever the case, I'm going to buy calls on maybe like an ETF or something like that, or buy a leveraged play, then this is something that you should be looking at. So, and like I said, this isn't financial advice, this is just my opinion. But as you can see, we've made that pattern twice. You got the top, and you got the downward channel there. Top, and we created this top in 2025. Sorry, my bad. So we created this top in 2025. This was December. This was a little top here. So we created this top in December, and then we ran up to make new all-time highs, and now we're sitting here. And again, like I've been telling the people in my Discord, I've been saying again, you trade at your own risk. You gotta do your own research, right? Everybody has to do their own due diligence and their own research. But just what I'm seeing, like I said, to everybody the other day, is I'm like, if this holds right here, if this holds the line, this is probably a good time to go long if it holds the line right here. But as you can clearly see, it hasn't been. That was about 89,000, and look at where we're sitting. 86,500. We're kind of coming up a little bit. Okay, so I believe that this very well could be over. Now, you have to understand there are so much things going on in the world right now. There's wars, there's tariffs, there's this and that, all this stuff in the economy right now. Anything can change at any moment. There could be a tweet that comes out, boom, crypto goes up. Now, Bitcoin has been getting more and more globally adopted. So that's why I believe in Bitcoin long term. Like I said, I'm not saying that you're going to put your money into Bitcoin now and then tomorrow it's going to triple. I'm holding Bitcoin for the next decade or two, me personally. But again, something can flip, something positive could come out for crypto, and again, we could come back up. I mean, who's to say? We could stop right here and come back and make an all-time high, especially because it's a little bit different this time versus previous cycles because it's so globally adopted, right? So like I said, you have to make sure you have to have your risk management. You have to understand that something can change like that. It happens all the time. I mean, there's times where I've gotten in a play and I'll do calls or puts, and then I'll put my stop loss, and then something comes out. I think it was this week when it was with the tariffs, when he was laying back tariffs for every other country because of the whole Greenland situation. And I was looking at my portfolio. I was down $2,000, boom, up $3,000. You see what I'm saying? So things can change on a fly. Okay, so you always have to make sure that you're prepared, have your stop losses set. But again, like I said, just looking at this looks very, very, very similar to back in 2021. There you go, there you go, there you go, there, and there. Okay, so that's just what I'm seeing. I think that this is crypto winter. I welcome it. Like I said, I'm Bitcoin long term, so I welcome it. I would love for it to come back down to the $70,000 range. If it came back down to the $70,000 range, which would basically be previous all time highs, somewhere around right here. That's kind of perfect. I haven't charted this, okay, so I'm just kind of going off the fly right now. But I mean, as you can see, it's previous all time highs. And then, there's some consolidation up here. So that's where I'd be looking at 70K. Okay, so yeah, that is my analysis of Bitcoin right now. Personally, again, as far as swing trading or day trading, I'm not doing it. I'm buying it for long term. But as far as swing trading, day trading, I'm not touching it. Okay. So I believe that this could have more downside. Okay. So that's my analysis on Bitcoin. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Alrighty. So that is it for the Bitcoin analysis. So now we are in the Discord. This is for TrueVest members. And check this one out. Okay. So we alerted this on the 22nd, which was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And okay, so I put this is on my watch list for today. It's a software play, so let's see how it plays out. It was Rocket Lab puts to the downside. Our software said that it was bearish, so we hopped in some puts. Okay, so let's go scroll down here. I actually just posted this today. I forgot to post it in my alerts here, but everybody, I was alerting in the trading floor here and telling people, hey, it's up, and in my channel too. So as you can see, look at that, 40%, $145. And actually, check this out. So it was $513, and it ended up going all the way. I don't have a screenshot of it, but it ended up going all the way to, there you go, 630 here. So that's actually insane. You know, a few $100 winner right there. And yeah, that was a good play from Thursday. So how to get into our schooling program, how to get to TrueVest, let me show you. So the link is in the bio, and it's actually in the description. So here's school right here. And yeah, this is where we trade. This is where we put out alerts. I always tell people to check out the classroom. This is where I put all my charting videos, how to trade, how to navigate through school, how to use the software. And yeah, all of that. This is a fantastic tool. This right here, as far as charting and how to trade and stuff like that, this is all 100% free. So I definitely encourage you to go and check it out yourself. Now, if you did want TrueVest, where we have been absolutely killing it and throwing out bangers in there, that is this right here. So if you click this right here, the first one, it's TrueVest.ai. Oh shoot, it's going to the next page. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, if you click that link, it'll take you to TrueVest. Okay. And like I said, that's where we get all of our alerts from. They give us daily trades, and they give them to you in seconds. Okay. So check that out. Come check out the school. Like I said, it's free to learn how to trade. So if that's something that interests you, check it out. And we will see you in the next video. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. And if I missed anything or you want to ask a question, drop a comment. So we'll see you guys later.